Okay, boys and girls, we're gonna learn how to weave today. Super exciting. I've already prepared your loom for you, but I want you to see what it takes to prepare it in case you want to do it at home. So we get some string and we're going to go through each notch of the loom. We leave a nice long tail because we're gonna need to tie that in a minute. We go each notch, back and forth. It looks diagonal on this side, but in a second you'll see that all of the lines are straight. There we go. That's all I need there. Whew, I gotta tie a knot. Boys and girls, this is where it can be really hard to do because it's hard to tie a knot by yourself that's really tight. If I only had a third hand, wait a second. Oh look, a third hand, this is amazing. Now I can tie a knot. Oh, that feels great. Okay, now boys and girls, I'm gonna go ahead and trim these pieces off, flip over my loom, and this is where we are going to begin today because we are gonna begin weaving. Here we go. Let's refer back to our handy how do we thread a needle poster. All right, here we go. Oops, there we go. And we're gonna take our yarn and our needle threader. Place that in there. Squish it so that it can go through the eye of your needle. Take your strings, even them up. And in this case, we're gonna start right here. So the knot you're gonna tie is actually around the bottom thread. And we're gonna tie it on there, same way. Make a loop and send the ends through. I'm just gonna leave that like that and begin weaving. I like to push it this direction and I go under and over, under and over, under and over, and pull that. So let's take a second here to look. Let's see, I went under, over, under, over, under, over. Very good. And if you notice, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's an odd number. That's very important. That's whenever you're making a loom, it has to have odd numbers, otherwise it'll be very difficult to weave on. Here we go. Now I'm going to go underneath. Since I went over here, I'm going to go underneath and repeat the process, going back and forth, and then we pull it. And when we get to that stage, we just push it down gently and we keep on going. See, I went underneath. Now I'm gonna go over this one and underneath this one. We keep going back and forth. This is one I've been working on for a while. I've left myself a lot of yarn because I would like to add a new color. And adding a new color can be a little tricky. Notice I just cut the yarn off with a little bit left over. I'm gonna use some of this green yarn. Thread it using the same procedure. Getting all of that yarn ready. There we go. Even up. And now I'm going to tie these two together using a little bit different technique. If you need help with this, please come on over. And then we're going to take our scissors and trim all of those fuzzy edges off so that we have a nice smooth weaving. There we go, all the fuzzy edges. And then we went underneath, so now my needle goes over it. Next video, boys and girls, I will show you what happens when you get to the final end and how to remove your tiny weaving from your loom. By the way, big shout out to the PTA here at Sunrise Park who bought us all these very beautiful, durable looms that can be used over and over again. All right, boys and girls, if you see PTA, tell them thank ya, and let's go have some fun weaving.